The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now, your hosts, Barry Church, Danny McCray, Heckma Harrison, and Newy Scruggs.
Tuesday!
That's right.
Okay, all right,
cool. Gotta breathe in.
Got to ride on Tuesday. Lots to get to.
Let's do it.
Talking Dallas Cowboys football with Heckma Harrison. He is Barry Church
Yes,
from
sir.
Dallas Cowboys safety. Danny McCray out. I am Newy Scruggs, and we've got a trade. A trade. Some of you might recall we went around the table, and I said, give me a player that you need more from.
There we go.
Did I not say I needed more from Neville Gallimore?
Yeah.
Did I not say that?
That was my guy, too,
Did
man.
I say that? I said he see more, right? Not that I'm in the coach's room, but I guess I should be. Coach Scruggs, because I was trying to tell you. I told you right here on the Players Lounge, and you know what? These coaches said, they didn't listen to the Players Lounge. You know what? He's right. Hey,
Sign him up, man.
Sit down. Sit down. What you mean, coach? Sit down. So
That's cold-blooded.
No, hey, man, I don't play. I merely, this is what we do on the show, is we point out things we see. We tell it like it is. And we went
Truth
around
teller.
the room and talked about who's somebody you need more from. I was like, I need to see more from Neville Gallimore, because what Neville and his defensive tackle, people are running the ball on
Right
him,
up the gut.
They're running the ball on them. Needed to see more from him. 2 years ago, they made it seem like, hey, man, this is going to be our guy right here in the middle. He's going to get teared up. He got hurt. Then he came back. People, hey, get Neville Gallimore back. Get Neville back. Came back. He was all right. Went to the playoffs. What happened? Boom.
Stole on my guy,
I
man.
mean, they go 49ers walk out with a boom box in the first doggone series.
Here
Boom,
they
boom.
come.
So they're like, we're going to fix this. We are going to be better against the run. The Cowboys are 20th against the run in the National Football League. And right now, if there's a blueprint, if you're going to face the Cowboys, you're going to want to run the football on. That's what you're going to want to do.
That's what you got to do.
So a trade today for Johnathan Hankins of the Las Vegas Raiders for a 7th-round pick. He's in his 10th year. They're bringing him over. Neville Gallimore, you
my
Church,
guy, man.
you alerted me today.
That was my guy, man.
You're like, hey, man, it could be some trade rumors with him. Right? Really, trade
Swirling
rumors.
around.
And that, okay, you checked Twitter. You took his Cowboy stuff off his Twitter. Neville Gallimore did. And so all right, this may be it, because homeboy was healthy last week, and they just said, yeah, we good. We got Tristan Hill. We're going to give
They gave him the latest, greatest gear.
You saw that his locker was right there, and you know how you usually got your pads. We talked about it. He had that official 2022 jumpsuit.
And they gave Jalen Tolbert a jersey.
They did do that.
Yeah, he was active.
They did do that.
Neville, you're good. His T-shirt. So Neville Gallimore not happy. Not happy. They are sending a message. We don't care that you were a 3rd-round draft pick. You're not getting it done the way we want to. They brought up Carlos Watkins. I mean, they have let you know through their actions they're not happy.
Was he a Nolan pick? Was Gallimore a Nolan pick?
I believe so.
I'll say I can't.
Yeah,
been this is 3rd year.
Yeah, he was
I believe
a Nolan
it
pick.
is.
He was.
So he could be on the outs. You're bringing, you're giving up a draft pick. You're bringing Hankins in. He's not going to sit.
No.
He's going to play. He's going to play. And I don't know whether last night, as they watched the Bears-New England game, where the Chicago Bears rushed 45 times for 243 yards, 2 touchdowns, averaged 5.4 yards a carry. They said, you know what? We need to do something here. Because Detroit came in here. They ran the football.
Right.
They did.
With their number 2 running back. Not with Swift. So, look, at the end of the day, you've got to see more from your run defense if you're going to go where you think they can go.
Facts.
And with your slot guy out, Jordan Lewis, look, got to get home. Got to stop. Because they're coming in here this week. And, heck, we'll dive into the Bears. But that whole Cowboys favored by 10.5? No.
Not after what you seen, huh?
10.5? No, sir. Cowboys will win the game. But this is we got to run these guys out of the building.
So the Bears showed you something last night that kept you up at night, huh, Nui?
Yes, it did.
Okay. I like that.
And you know what?
I like that.
Kept them up at night because they made a trade.
Will was up late, huh?
Hey.
What y'all doing with Hankins over there, huh?
That's Vegas.
You know, it's a good problem to have with the depth that we have up front when you're looking at number 91 and saying, damn, Carlos Watkins is still on this team. He cleared waivers, made it to the practice squad, and is still on this team. And they can make a trade for Johnathan Hankins, who, by the way, is a massive person.
That's a big dude.
That is going to clog up that middle. And that's what Bohanna has been doing for us, gobbling up those blocks. That's all he does, you know, and you needed that from Neville Gallimore. Man, I hope this Neville Gallimore, one of my favorite players. I think he's just a fun guy just to watch and hearing him in interviews. But if he's not producing, you already see that this coaching staff, they're not going to take anything less. But how do you take something that's already good and make it better? And that's what you do when you bring in a guy like Hankins with his experience, his pedigree. I look. I look at this team, this defense, and guys like Leighton Vander Esch, and I said, damn, look at Leighton running. You know,
sideline to sideline.
Sideline to sideline. And that's a byproduct of having guys up front that's gobbling up blocks and allowing your linebackers to flow. You look no further than the great Ray Lewis. He had Tony Saragusa. He had, guys like Haloti Nada that were gobbling up those blocks and allowing his athleticism to just flow. It looks so good when you see Leighton Vander Esch being able, even as big-bodied as he is, he's fast. Anthony Barr is the same. He has speed. And I think in years past when Jalen Smith wasn't winning, it was because, he couldn't take on guards. When Leighton Vander Esch didn't look good, he couldn't take on blocks. So it's good to see Dan Quinn taking heed to that and understanding that he's going to need these bodies, especially going down the stretch and the kind of run that they're primed to make.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, this is the move that, it needed to make. Neville Gallimore, he's my guy. I always looked at him as, an up-and-coming star. But like you said, Nui, with that production not being where it's at, I'm looking here 7 games in, 10 total tackles, 1 sack. It's just not where it needed to be. And you talk about the stats, but he wasn't doing his job as far as clogging up that middle. Now, that's where we need as a Dallas Cowboys defense to get a little bit better in. Because if we look at it, Hurts and those Eagles, they hurt us with the RPO game, kind of got us on the outside. But every other team that was able to run the football, they didn't do it on the outside. They ran it right up our gut. And that's where Neville Gallimore, Bohanna, Odigizua, that's where those guys reside. So they needed a little bit of upgrade at that defensive tackle. And I think they did with Hankins. I mean, you talk about a guy 6'3", 320 pounds. That's a massive human being. Yeah. Massive. And like you said, heck, not only will he be able to just stand there and clog up lanes, but he'll be able to get that center, that guard, from getting to the second level, not only for Vander Esch and Anthony Barr, but for those down safeties as well. You know Dan Quinn loves to have Wilson and Kurtz kind of roaming in that box area, helping in that run support. And as a former safety, box safety to be exact, you hate when you see those offensive linemen coming at you because you want to avoid. You're like, don't get your hands on me, and it's hard to see where the running back is. So to me, that's a big addition for this team. Hopefully Hankins can come in here and solve up that running up the gut solution. But man, you hate to see it for Gallimore because, like I said, I thought he was a heck of a young player, that the production just wasn't there, and they needed to get better. And this defense is primed to win right now. Yeah. So they had to do what they had to do to make that upgrade available. Hopefully Hankins can come out there and prove dividends for this defense.
So we talked about the Cowboys being 20th when it comes to rushing defense in the NFL. Here are the teams after the Cowboys that are giving up more yards to teams running football. Carolina, New Orleans, Indianapolis, Cleveland, New England, the LA Chargers, Detroit, Green Bay, Houston, the Giants, Chicago, Seattle.
So maybe one team on there that you think is going to be in the playoffs or a contender.
Mm-hmm. So right now, you've got the Giants, who've only lost once, and you got Seattle that's leading their division. But for the most part, you don't want to be right here. And if you really are just honest with yourselves, while the records say the Giants and Seattle are good, you're still looking at them like, Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm with you on that.
And I want to lead. I want to lead defensively in every statistical category. Let me just, for the record, let the record reflect that I want to be number one in every last one of those. But if I have to say, all right, look, I want to. There's something I can't take away everything. The run, I don't, because teams can beat you with the run.
Yes.
And just field position, ball control, all those things can start to take over. But when I look at the other parts, in takeaways, points per game, like we're leading in all those other categories, and we're number one, top 5 in a lot of those. So look, we're still not even halfway through the season. There's a lot to be desired in the run game, and obviously they know we're struggling in the middle. So I kudos to Will McClay. They're not asleep at the wheel. They know that they have a championship defense, and they want to make something special even more special.
Mike there. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, you good.
No. I'm not gonna say I need to get anything else from any other player because I'm.
Come on, who else?
I'm not trying to have the coaches.
ain't gonna do that.
Watch the players lounge and put folks on the.
That's what we do on here, though. We let them know.
But as they approached the trade deadline, they said, "Oh, we don't anticipate doing anything." They did. Wide receiver.
Oh yeah, man.
Got to. I know we talked about your boy Gallup, but is he fully over that yet?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But if y'all look around, I mean, you're from the Berg. You talked about football long enough. I just feel like we got a Baltimore, Pittsburgh kind of problem. When we got playmakers on defense and our offense is like, we got one or two.
When the last time the Cowboys had this
problem?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Crazy.
I mean, if you think about all those great defenses that Baltimore had, all the great defenses that Pittsburgh had, it was just your playmakers were on the defensive side of the ball, and offensively, you might have had one or two guys that you could count on offense. Look, the formula is already there. Mm-hmm. If you can limit those throws, if Dak can be more efficient getting completions, I think everything runs easy for us. We don't have to be in any Formula One football games, man. We could slow roll this thing. That's just how I feel about it, Church.
So, this is just thought process. What if CeeDee Lamb suffers a high ankle sprain or has to miss a game or something, like hamstring something?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You comfortable with Gallup, Noah Brown?
No. Tolbert? No, I'm not. I can't do it.
Okay. Are we comfortable waiting on James Washington?
Mm-mm.
And if he does get back, do you confident he can stay healthy?
Nah, and then you look at James Washington. I mean, there was a reason Pittsburgh, let him walk. I mean, the guy, he was a flash type of guy. He made a couple big plays here and there, but he just wasn't consistent. So I don't think you can lean on him coming back to be, okay, this is a guy that we can get the ball to and get consistent playmaking out of. I just don't see that. And then you look at guys, you got Tolbert, Noah Brown. These guys, where's the separation coming from? I feel like Noah Brown earlier in this season got a lot of his good work in because guys were kind of underestimating him.
Right.
Secondaries were like, that's Noah Brown.
Not no more.
Not no more. they're putting guys on him, and
right.
they're kind of not. I'm not going to say they're locking him up, but you see, it's kind of harder for him to get open out there. And then you talk about maybe Kevontae Turpin coming in there, but he doesn't really have that experience as far as the route tree and that
Correct.
development with Dak Prescott out there. So you're right, man. If CeeDee Lamb goes down, who do we lean on as a passing game? I know we got the run going on, but when there's a 3rd and 10, a 3rd and 8, you got to be able to find somebody.
What's surprising to me is it's a problem that you had all summer long and off season. You knew it. It's nothing changed, and you knew that Michael Gallup was hurt. Mm-hmm. So you hadn't made any adjustments going through two-a-days and the OTAs. You didn't do anything. You still haven't made a move. So to me, the thought process must have been we would have gotten more out of another position group. Had to have been.
Yeah.
Had to have been that you account. Either it's going to come out of the tight end room, or you're going to get more from your running game, which you don't have enough proof that can actually happen.
Yeah.
But you knew you didn't have the playmakers, or at least in your estimation up to now, you're telling yourself, okay, maybe CeeDee Lamb isn't ready to take the next step yet. Or are they looking for another game with Dak to say, can he make that step? I don't know, but you've been having this problem for a while.
Do you think they thought, maybe Gallup would be further along than what he is right now?
Had to have.
Yeah, I mean,
Had to have.
had to have, man.
So these are just thoughts that I'm thinking about as you get ready for the trade deadline here. Do you try to shore up the wide receiver room? And we're hearing a bunch of names and seeing a bunch of names online. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, people get back to making some trades. I like it when the NFL is around here trading. I think it's fun stuff. And the Cowboys they're not perfect. No team is right now in terms of the NFC. Mm-hmm. No team's perfect. But I just do think about, okay, what about your depth? That things are going to happen. We know this in the National Football League. That things are going to happen. And by the way, let me just put myself on the record. No Odell Beckham Jr. here.
No. You already got one guy with an ACL.
I mean, thank you.
You don't want to.
I mean, I think the young man is talented, but I don't think that's where they need to go. Yeah. There's some other players out there. And so, by the way, Odell Beckham Jr. is a free agent. So he's a free agent. The Rams didn't bring him back. The Rams can't afford him. They can't afford him. I mean, the guy's not coming to play for no minimum contract. I mean,
No.
You throw the man some dollars. So somebody out there is going to potentially sign him, but I think you just come back and look at like Michael Gallup. It's going to take a minute. Fans want you to be the same dude that they last saw. It's just not how it works with injuries, man. It's just Dak. He missed a month, right? No, that thumb issue. I mean, you just don't pop in here like you were before. And fans, for some reason, seem to think that's how it works because they say you're healthy and you're ready to go. Heck, ain't how it is.
No, and you have two guys that are out there trying to get back mentally from an injury. Yeah. And you talked about, we asked that question to you about Michael Gallup, and like, man, when did you get to the point, and your thing, you basically said it, man, it took me about a half. Yeah. And once I got back in, I was like, okay, I'm good, I'm straight, I'm ready to go. I don't know how much of that offensively or defensively transfers with all the cuts and all the things that he has to do. But right now, man, he didn't have one ball.
Not one.
On Sunday.
I know we got to take a break, but let me ask y'all real quick. Are we regretting letting Coop get out of here? I mean, I know we're not regretting Gregory, but
let's take the break.
All right.
That is.
Marinate.
Let's marinate on that a
Let
little bit.
that thought marinate and come back. Is there regret in letting Amari Cooper go? Barry Church with a very, very good question. Heckma Harrison and I, Newy Scruggs, will answer that next right here on the Players Lounge, brought to you by Tostitos on DallasCowboys.com radio.
With Smoothie King's original Angel Food and new Angel Food Slim without added sugar, you no longer have to choose between treating yourself and hitting your goals this summer. You don't have to choose between great taste and feeling great. Because at Smoothie King, every blend is made with whole fruits and no syrups, so you can satisfy your cravings without compromise. The only choice you will need to make is which one is best for you. Try our classic Angel Food or the new Angel Food Slim, blended without added sugar. Smoothie King, rule the day.
Attention Cowboys fans looking for the best shave of your life. There's a new official razor of the Dallas Cowboys, Shave Logic. Imagine not having to buy blades as often and getting more smooth shaves than your old razor, guaranteed or your money back. After more than 10 years of research and over 150 company patents, ShaveLogic is proud to offer Cowboys fans a special offer. For a limited time, visit ShaveLogic.com and get a free $10 gift card with your purchase. Go to ShaveLogic.com now for more smooth shaves guaranteed.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. You hear that? I'm a torrential downpour. Torrential? What's that even mean? It means you can't see out of your windshield. And if you have the wrong car insurance, you might have to make it rain to fix your bumper. So switch to Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Based on coverage and limits selected, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Celebrate spooky season this Saturday, October 29th at the Halloween Spooktacular at the Star, presented by Momentum Reality. Come dressed in your Halloween best while you and the family trunk or treat. Then head into the Star District for live music, spooky games, craft, treats, and more. The event takes place from 3 to 7 p.m. For more information, visit thestardistrict.com.
All right, Heckman Harrison, appreciate that. Barry Church, former Dallas Cowboys safety. I'm Louis Scruggs. Players Lounge brought to you by Tostitos. So, Barry asked us to marinate on the question about Amari Cooper. So, we're looking at the Cowboys near the trade deadline and possibly should they entertain bringing in another receiver. Amari Cooper was on this team, traded to the Cleveland Browns. He was coming up on the guaranteed portion of his contract, was $20 million. The Cowboys clearly did not want to pay the $20 million, so they moved him on for a fifth-round pick. Amari Cooper has 4 touchdowns with the Browns. I know he's on my fantasy team. He's had 2 games of 100 yards. Had week 2, 101 yards against the Jets. Week 3, had 101 yards against Pittsburgh. Those were home games. On the road.
Let's see where you're going with this.
On the road, for some reason.
On the road again? That's where Willie Nelson need to come in right there.
Well, it is not good, okay?
On the road again.
At Carolina, on the road, 3 catches, 17 yards.
Damn, what happened to Daniel?
Now, he was open in the end zone in that game, got mugged. And, which is DBs. Like, man, I'll just mug you before I just give up this touchdown. Got it. Then they put the ball at the 1 and Chubb got the cheapie. So,
you ain't lying. I ain't giving up no tub.
Right. So, Atlanta, 1 catch for 9 yards on the road in Atlanta. Then in Baltimore, 3 catches for 74 yards. So, Heckman, Barry's question.
What you thinking, man?
Amari Cooper.
No, I never missed him. I never missed it because there was so much to be desired from him when he was here. I thought there were just games where we were on the road. They could have been Amari Cooper games. Like, man, come on, man. Amari Cooper finna go in. He's about to regulate. He's going to take over. It didn't happen. Do I wish they had brought in somebody that kind of had his pedigree or at least could serve as a mentor to CD? Yes, I do. But I do believe that CD, look, he can be that. He's just not consistent enough with catching the ball for me to have faith in him. That's the one thing that's your job description. You have to catch the ball, dog.
Wait a second. We talking about.
What don't you have there? You don't have
trust.
Hold on now.
Amari Cooper.
Hold on. We talking about drop passes now.
Yes, we are.
88.
No. That's the hard part about it. Which one of these things don't go with this thing? That's just. It's hard.
I get what you're saying. And look, I know, Dewey, you rattled off the stats and all that good stuff. But the man, if you're watching it, take the man's routing cats up. And if we look at it, who's throwing him the football right now? Jacoby Brissett. And he is not, the most efficient or, I ain't gonna say he's bad, but he's not great out there.
When Mr. Massage comes back, it could be good. He could be balling.
I can't believe this man.
Catching deep tissue passes.
What is wrong with this, man? Come on, Newey.
Hot stone 9-yard 7 routes.
Man, I can't even. It's at a hot stone.
Swedish
7.
fade in the end zone. Give me a whole lot of that.
I can't, man. It's a Swedish
That's
fade.
why I kept him. That's why he's still on my squad, man.
What's the matter with
I got Cooper and Jones. I'm like, man.
A Swedish fade.
You wait till Mr. Massage come back,
deep
baby.
tissue in cut, huh?
That's right, man.
I can't, man.
Rub deep, rubbing it in. Get it in. Rub it in. That's why I got him on my team.
What
is wrong with this guy, man? Heck, get your man's, dog.
I can't believe he's.
Man, said a
Come on, Louis, man.
A Swedish fade, dog.
That's why I got him. I'm still in. I'm like, hey, man.
It's your guy, boy.
When he comes back, because Brissett has not been so. I have thought that when Cooper gets with a better quarterback, this should be good. The better quarterback is supposedly coming. Browns fans, we endured all this. At least something good can happen.
Louis, he had 9 for 101 against the Jets.
Where was it at?
It was at home. It was at home.
He's on my fantasy.
I'm trying to recover, dog.
Pittsburgh isn't
I can't
home.
This man said the Swedish fade.
But this is Look, man, I'm just saying.
I get why they made the move. I wouldn't have made the move, but I get it. And because they talked about he's making $20 million, we need to allocate resources in other places. They had a lot of free agents last year. Yeah. One of the resources they thought they were going to bring back was Randy Gregory. Didn't happen. So they put, this is where Dorrance Armstrong's contract. So they did in a lot of other places. They were putting their money on Michael Gallup coming back, and they were just they're hoping, and that's why it was straight. Hope that okay, he'll be back to where he was. It's gonna take some time. Clarence Hill, the Star-Telegram, said it at training camp. Guys, stop acting like Michael Gallup is gonna be Michael Gallup. He's just not gonna be that way. Not in the first year. So the Cowboys took this gamble. They took the gamble. You're up at the trade deadline. Are you just going to hope he gets better and comes back? I mean, how do you want to do this?
What you tell me about hope all the time, man.
Hope is not a strategy.
Hope is not a strategy.
No,
hope is not a strategy. And when I add in what if something happens to CeeDee Lamb? Like Keenan Allen, okay?
Mammy.
Okay?
Killing me fantasy-wise.
I got Keenan Allen. Dude was out 4 games dealing with the hamstring, came back, was on a pitch count, and what was he? He was a decoy last week.
That's all he was.
So I just say, factor this into what you're doing in terms of, all right, if Amari's not here, hey, Gallimore, what you gonna dial up for Noah Brown and Tolbert, and we hope James Washington comes back. You gonna put Dennis Houston? I mean, what are you gonna do? Who's fearing that?
What?
Nobody.
And that's why I go back to they've known that they've had this problem. So the game plan must have been to get production out of other areas. It couldn't have been you couldn't have been looking at this wide receiver group saying, all right, well, we got James Washington. We have Noah Brown, and we think that those guys are, and I'm not saying that they are like, B-side NFL players, but I don't think that you think playmaker or take the top off when I say those names.
Difference maker.
Exactly. And to me, you never had that even going into the season. It was a gamble whether CeeDee Lamb was going to turn out to be the kind of player you wanted him to be. But you'd already had proof that maybe he would be inconsistent. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that Amari Cooper wasn't a route runner. Dog, he was one of the best. I've seen him do it. And when you see him do it, you're like, oh, dog. I miss when we saw him do that here versus the Browns, I believe. Dak throws a ball in between 2 defenders to Amari Cooper. Just a complete route, really, by Coop. Then you see him the next game away, and all of that dissipates. He doesn't show up in the game. And I'm sure if I'm paying you $100 million, just like we talk about Dak and his production, if I'm paying you that and we go away and, look, you disappear, then I'm going to take that bag. I'm going to find somebody else that I can get this bag to so I understand it, but it still puts you in a pickle. I didn't answer the question about the high ankle sprain because I don't know what the hell you do. I don't know.
To me, these are the questions you got to ask yourself here at the trade deadline. Where are some spots that we could potentially fill here? What do we do? Who's unhappy with players? Okay, and there's several teams out there that you hear things about. So let's see what they do. Don't know.
Need somebody out there.
But you got the Bears on Sunday. Bears are trying to run the ball. You made a trade today. I like what they're doing. Johnathan Hankins. Let's see what he can do. Neville Gallimore is not happy. Neville Gallimore may not be here, or Neville, we'll see. I mean, he was ERW last week. Eat, ride, warm up. That's all he did.
You don't want to be that now, man. You don't want to be a healthy scratch.
Yeah, the good thing for him, the game was early, so 3 o'clock at least go on.
Nobody really paid attention to it.
But then you going home, you got the rest of the day to just sit there and stew about it. Man, why the heck was I inactive? Well, I'm sure they might have talked to him a little bit, but they ain't giving him full scope.
But I'm sure. But look, it's showing up on game day. You wouldn't have said it if you hadn't seen it, right? You there was more to be desired from the front line. Man, he's in a pickle now because now you got a guy coming here that's his. That's what he do.
That's what he does.
And guess what? It's not over. I mean, somebody can get hurt. Somebody could underperform. Yeah. I mean, you could sit up here and say, well, pack it up, trade me, whatever. Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. Go get better.
But hadn't we seen the way that this competition is working out for the Dallas Cowboys, though, as an organization? The tight end, just go back to the tight end position last game. Schultz is hurt. The guy tackles him. He goes down. Schultz is hurt. He did not raise his hand and go to the sideline. No. Did you see that man limp back to the huddle?
He thought about it. He see 89 over there. He's like, let me get back in here. I'm good. I'm good. Let me get back in here.
Man, Schultz know that pressure is on him, and he is competing for his check. So if we could get that same kind of I got your attention from Neville Gallimore, then I'm with that.
Mm-hmm. A little different when you're on that franchise. You know, that 10.9 million.
No.
Weekly checks is fat. That weekly checks is big, man.
That franchise different.
Man, franchise tell I can't go down. I'm trying to stay up.
That man got up. That man got out the ground like the Undertaker.
Well, that boy's knee was looking like
what?
It's
over. It's over. He came right back.
That man was limping. That man looked. Nah, I can't go out like this. Nah, brother.
Let's get another break in here with Heckma Harrison, Barry Church on Newy Scruggs Players Lounge, brought to you by Tostitos on DallasCowboys.com radio.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. You hear that? I'm a torrential downpour. Torrential? What's that even mean? It means you can't see out of your windshield. And if you have the wrong car insurance, you might have to make it rain to fix your bumper. So switch to Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Based on coverage and limits selected, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
Want to use what the pros use? How about the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black? Right now, you can get the Jack Black Starter, a curated collection of Cowboys locker room favorites for just $10 with free shipping. The starter includes 4 Jack Black skincare favorites, plus a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Go to getjackblack.com/Cowboys and use the code word TEAMJB. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys. The Jack Black Starter, $10, free shipping.
With Smoothie King's original Angel Food and new Angel Food Slim without added sugar, you no longer have to choose between treating yourself and hitting your goals this summer. You don't have to choose between great taste and feeling great. Because at Smoothie King, every blend is made with whole fruits and no syrups, so you can satisfy your cravings without compromise. The only choice you will need to make is which one is best for you. Try our classic Angel Food or the new Angel Food Slim, blended without added sugar. Smoothie King, rule the day.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Limited tickets for the remaining home games of the 2022 Dallas Cowboys season at AT&T Stadium are available now. Visit DallasCowboys.com/tickets or SeatGeek.com, the official ticketing provider of AT&T Stadium.
All right, Heckma Harrison here
Yes.
in the house today on the Players Lounge, brought to you by Tostitos. Got the former Cowboys safety Barry Church.
Yes, sir.
And Heckma Harrison. Look, you said you didn't feel like he was part of the team, man. He feel like he was fully a part of the Players
He
Lounge.
did
before
say
him.
that. I remember. I'm like, dog, what you mean?
To Chris Beam, man.
Now, he was talking about the pictures, and he kept saying, the three of you, I'm like, I'm standing here. You know what I mean? I knew he would talk, so I just wanted to say, hey, you know how you want to be picked? They picking teams, and you like,
get your first round draft choice.
Hey, man, you part of this team, man.
Part of this team. You are, man.
Skins versus shirts. You know what I'm saying?
So Newy Scruggs decided I need to make Heckma feel more a part of the team.
Get him right, man.
What you got? You got me another Adidas shirt?
No, man, we got you.
That's the official. You seen that? You see that check?
Oh, no, you rolled
You
them out.
see that check, man?
Big fella. Hey, man, that's all right there.
Them is the good, comfortable Jones, too.
Go with your shirt right there, man.
That's the coaching
That's
edition.
it. That's official.
Yeah, man.
Like a referee with a whistle, dog.
So there you go.
Hey, these ain't those let the legs breathe either.
Nah. Them is kneecaps. You going down to the kneecaps. I don't know why y'all hating on the. Let them thighs eat, dog. You gotta let them thighs eat, big dog.
Ain't no thighs eating on this.
So you got your shorts, baby.
I gotta put my lotion on from me down.
You got them late 90s cuts, man. Them was the late 90s
You're part of the
cuts,
team, man.
You
part
are
of the team.
for sure,
Part of the
man.
team.
No doubt.
Man, you my dog.
And a part of being a part of the team, we want you to go ahead, since you was on the team, go ahead and
dog.
see
Yeah,
that?
man. Come on, man. What y'all doing?
No, I ain't want you to think. Put it on there. Put the camera on there here,
You
Chris.
see,
Come on, man.
You see that?
Tastykake.
Come on, man. Give me that. Man.
Yeah, my brother, man.
I was wondering.
My
You know
brother
what?
from another.
Hey, you know
Yeah,
what
that
I was
Tastykake.
wondering? I was wondering. Cause y'all don't take me as being that nice of people. You know what I mean? So how the whole thing went down, I was tripping, man. I was like, this just feels nasty.
Yeah.
Oh, this feels disgusting.
Got a lot of goodness in there, man.
Oh, this feels disgusting.
Yeah.
chocolate
Oh, yeah.
in
Break
there?
that thing
Oh,
open.
my God.
Break
What
that
is
thing
Tastykake?
open, man.
Oh, this is horrible.
So
Yeah,
Heckman,
go ahead.
Heckman lost the bet before the
Mm-hmm.
Cowboy-Eagle game. Heckman said the Cowboys going to be up by 20 when they
Off
got
the
off the plane.
This is disgusting.
And they were going to win by 20.
No.
So I said, if they don't have it, you got to eat the Tastykake. Tastykake, by the way,
Right.
is a big Philadelphia
It is.
dessert type thing, like the Hostess thing.
I wouldn't feed this to an animal.
Hey, what they got inside that thing?
I don't know. It got some kind
It's a little cream.
Little
something.
cream.
It's got
Shiny.
some kind of.
with the orange on the
Marshmallow or something
outside,
like
man.
that,
Oh, that's awful. That's bad right there, boy.
Man,
But like I said, when I didn't have to
Tennessee,
eat the Tastykake,
yeah.
I was like, man, this is a trip. But hey,
Man, gotta do what you gotta
I started
do,
bringing
man.
the Tastykake donuts. So I was like, nah, man, it's Halloween.
I like how you did that,
It's
man.
Halloween,
Man.
Get
It's
the
horrible.
snowball. Get the snowball,
Get that,
man.
all,
It's
that,
horrible.
all that sugary goodness, man.
oh, this is horrible. This is bad.
Just need a glass of milk now, man. That's it.
Right?
That's it.
Right? A little
Be
almond milk.
good.
Heck is healthy. So
Oh, yeah,
some
it's almond
Y'all feel
almond milk or
y'all
oat milk.
feel good about y'all team, don't you? I can't wait to see your other boys come.
The other boys.
I can't. Them y'all other boys. Them y'all other boys. I don't care what you say.
When
Them
they
y'all
coming
other
through?
boys.
When they coming through Christmas
boy,
Eve,
we
huh?
see Christmas.
You want to put another taste?
Run it back.
Oh, he want to
Run it back.
You want to run it back?
Run it back.
Get a Tastykake honey bun. I get the honey bun. Bring the honey bun.
Man, this is terrible. Look at this.
That thing flabbing.
Oh my
too.
God, that is horrible.
Look at that jump.
This thing is at
gonna have to
least.
walk a couple of more
I'm
miles.
telling you, dog.
That's why I got. That's why I got heck the shorts. You go ahead and work out. You get
Bro.
the snowball.
Nothing is supposed to do that. Like, look, this like a marshmallow thing in there. It is. This is bad,
That thing is
Tastykake.
stagnant. That thing is just.
You want to get the
chilling
other one
there.
out for Halloween?
I'm gonna freeze that. I'm gonna freeze that next year.
Take it, throw it one of the Eagles when they come to
this is
town.
Look at that thing. Yeah. Oh. Oh,
Yes.
man.
All that Philadelphia goodness of Tastykake.
Man,
That's so bad.
you hate to see
Yeah,
it.
you
You
do.
hate
You
to
do.
see it, no.
Y'all proud of them.
Hey, man,
all right.
I'm just saying, we all.
When y'all
come up-
when y'all other boys come back, we got something for them.
I'm
at
just
that
saying,
thing,
on the
man.
player signs, we've all had to come and pay a bet.
We
You know,
had
we've
to.
all
Man,
had
it's so
to.
bad.
These are facts, man.
Yeah,
These are facts.
so
Go
horrible.
ahead, ball that up, man. Yeah, there it is.
You're the
there
first.
it is.
You're the first Tastykake eater. So
There it is.
Oh God.
woo.
That's a mixture
Sugar
right there.
rush.
Yeah, it's a lot of sugar, man. A lot of sugar. You go ahead and work that thing off, big dog. Let me get some.
You got the shorts, baby. So you go ahead and get that walk after the players signs. They get the walk, and it's
that's
Nike.
horrible.
It's Nike. So there you
You
go.
good, man. You good.
Oh, that was bad. That was horrible. Who thought putting a marshmallow on the outside, and then why you have to pick the worst one? Like I saw,
McCray
I went
like
on
that.
I went on the Tastykake
Danny
website.
like that.
I went on the Tastykake website. They had all kind of dipping sticks, all that. This is what you thought of?
That's a lot of
Well,
processed
first
nonsense.
off, the
right
other
there.
ones cost a lot more money, and we wasn't trying.
Nah, I mean,
we
you
was
know.
staying.
How much was this one?
I got
Hell,
some.
I'd have paid for my own Tastykake.
Should have brought yours in. How long you had? You had
You
over a
had
week.
time.
You
You
had
had
over. You should.
time.
If I
Oh,
was,
that was horrible.
you should have came here and brought yours in. But you know,
that
Oh, my
ain't-
God.
that ain't it right there.
That
man.
it was
not
that.
it.
It was that. It was a honey bun. It was the white powdered donuts or the chocolate covered donuts here.
Those are actually pretty good. I like the white powder.
You know,
donut.
I wasn't real sure.
Yeah,
I wasn't real sure.
That's
you went with
bad.
the right one, man. You
But
went-
Danny had talked about that one, kind of tweet, in the text chain about the snowball. So blame Danny McCray.
That's bad.
Yeah, that ain't
Okay.
look too good, man.
That's horrible right there.
Yeah. So be careful.
Boy,
next
what's
time
up to drink ASAP?
Yes. As a matter of fact.
You was almost as bad as Neville Gallimore, right?
Right. Well, I'm going to have my water.
Oh, Dewey on today, man. Dewey is on today.
Can you imagine what that dude is going? They did what? Traded for who?
Hey, this is your off day, too, so you know we at home stewing right now. Man, I can't believe these.
Tristan Hill feeling good. Hey, remember everybody
counted him out.
Everybody thought Tristan Hill was done, right? Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that Tristan Hill called up Geno Smith. Yeah, man, they wrote me up, but I didn't write back either.
Yeah, he done came back.
We didn't write back, Geno. Look at us. Look at us. And Tristan Hill is getting ready to go into a contract year.
He's playing well. He is playing well.
There are several players that the Cowboys are going to have to think about after the season in terms of what they do. Leighton Vander Esch having a nice season. He's going to be unrestricted free agent.
Is it Anthony Brown?
Anthony Brown.
Who's having a hellacious season.
So you've got
had a bad game though.
He's about to yeah.
Had a bad game.
And
we're having a good season.
Well, and I get back to if Dan Quinn happens to leave.
No, he stopped, man. Let us get through the year. Let us get through the year. Anyway. I mean, that's
because I'm that guy, the GM. I'm always looking at what's next. What's next? What's next? Heck, that's what the general manager has to do. A general manager has to be sitting here looking at the glass, saying it's half full. The water may not be pure, and the glass is cracked. And I got to go and fix that. Make sure it's where it needs to be. That's what I'm at here, man. That's what I'm doing, man. So when we talked, and I said, who's the guy you need more from? I was my GM hat saying, I need to see more from Neville Gallimore. And they said, we need to see more.
Well, they sure are doing a lot to make him happy then. That's for damn sure. They bringing in players. They looking on other rosters. They making trade. They trading away picks. So somebody has the ear of the GM. Somebody is saying, hey, this is what I need to do. And they like, hey, whatever you want. I get it for you.
With all due respect to your former head coach, Jason Garrett, these things didn't happen. Guys are just gifted jobs, and you just got to...
Especially on the offensive side of the ball. I'll say that for sure.
You go to training camp, like, what's here for? Everybody got a job.
Everybody locked in.
You know what? Bring in some competition.
You love to see
Let people know. Jimmy Johnson kept doing it. They won championships, man. Keep this thing rolling along.
Look what they did when Dan Quinn first got here. I think what it was, 11 draft picks or something like that, all on the defensive side of the football. Traded that competition on each level of the defense, and now look what we see. These guys are flying around. Now time to do that thing on the offensive side.
Look at Dalton Schultz. Yeah. You left the huddle, and guess what? 2 rookies came up in there. And that, like you said, man, dude got hurt.
Tape it up. I'm good. Tape it up.
Put him on the side. I got this. I got it.
Get your hands off of me.
I'm back, guys. Next series, right back. I'm good, guys. I'm good.
Let's keep it real. We had the worst defense ever to take the field in 2020.
It was bad. It was
but you had a position group to look at and say, okay, there's no way we can win if we keep those guys on the field. No way.
You're right, but at least they didn't lie to them. Because many times in the past, I feel like Jerry and Steven have overvalued their own talent. Yeah. Because you picked him, you can become blind. So I feel now that they don't do that anymore, that they're able to say, okay, here's a guy we took in the 3rd round, and we really wanted to see him play, and okay, we need to move on. Dwayne Goodrich. I liked Goody as a person. Goody didn't love football. That's the worst thing to do is bring in a dude who doesn't love football.
Dwayne Goodrich from Tennessee?
Yes.
The
corner.
Yes.
Okay. And they kept him there because he was a draft pick and Lacewell was a Tennessee. And they just kept this guy here, kept him here because of where he was drafted. And ultimately, he got outplayed by people and it was a waste of time. If guys can't play, move on. Go get in people who want to be here and who want to play. Last night watching New England, they benched Mac Jones taking the 1st round and brought in Brady Zappi. You know what? Kudos to Bill Belichick to simply saying, this is not getting it done. I'm going to move on and go. I'm going to put someone in who can do what I want.
That's a short leash.
Now, you know what?
The shortest leash.
The man took it to the playoffs last year.
Damn.
And there's something. Well, first off, I feel bad for Mac Jones. You see who's calling plays for? Matt Patricia and Joe Judge.
So,
come on, man. How'd you win with that?
No, it's pretty bad. But I gotta say, guys, like when Dan Quinn comes in here and he has everything at his disposal. Not only that, he gets the 11 defensive picks. He gets Micah Parsons. Yeah. All right, and if you're basing what you had last season, that categorically was the franchise's worst defense. Dontari Poe, Everson Griffin, Xavier Woods. No. Remember those names. Remember those names. All right. Jalen Smith at linebacker. Remember that.
Swiping.
No.
They put Van Der Esch in middle linebacker.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
rough. Go bang your head up there.
Yes.
Yeah, that was rough.
You had Alden Smith out there. Come on.
Darryl Worley at the corner.
No. Come back. I know what you're talking about. It's great now, right? Because you forgot how bad it was. That was bad.
It was rough.
Yo, and so when you come in and you get this young group that everybody's working together, everybody's hungry, you're like, yes, that's what we want. Yes, bring in another guy that can stop the run. Because he didn't look nothing like Dontari Poe did in 2020.
Did he even get on the field?
Who?
Poe. Was he out?
He was stealing money out there. He was stealing money. So a guy tweeted earlier today, says, Dan Quinn, stay with the Cowboys forever, please, from America's team. So I did a subtweet. I said, what about McCarthy? Is he just chopped liver? That guy tweets back, I'm giving Mike credit for the 4-1 start with a backup quarterback. They've gotten a lot better with the penalties, too, but I don't want to lose Quinn. Another says, give me DQ over Mike McCarthy any day. I would fire Mike McCarthy and make DQ the head coach if I was in jeopardy of losing DQ.
That's out of pocket, man.
Then another one tweets and says, but I don't want to lose Quinn. It depends on how far they go in the playoffs. They lose another divisional round game and Eminem is gone, Mike McCarthy, and Quinn is definitely in unless they make a play for Sean Payton. And given the state of the roster, it might be an attractive spot. Another says, yes, Mike McCarthy is chopped liver.
Wow.
Another tweets and says,
like
Dan Quinn is filet mignon.
What? Filet mignon. Why they doing Mike like that, man?
Then another says Mike McCarthy is a puppet, and another one says that he's boiled. So there you go. That's
You ain't giving no credit to the man getting his team more disciplined. You know what I mean? You talk about game management. They had a chance to go for it. Bring it back. We going for the field goal.
These are fans.
Man.
Playing to the defense.
Playing to the strings.
He's the one who said, let's hire Dan Quinn. This is.
And I'm gonna give him credit for tooling down the offense because I know that
you can't back away from it. You can't see what you're doing right now. See how you backing away. This. You just said.
They threw it out there.
Yeah, he doesn't.
And just go like this, backing away.
I
ain't say nothing. I ain't doing nothing.
This is what people said, right?
Okay. That's what they said.
I appreciate our conversation today. But that's all the time we have here on the Players Lounge. Brought to you by Tostitos. Coming up top of the hour, I'll be here for the Media Mash. So
Media Mash.
Heckma Harrison, Barry Church, I'm Newey Scruggs. This has been the Players Lounge, brought to you by Tostitos on DallasCowboys.com radio.
Swedish fades, man.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?